Before you turn off this video, I need you to know something. The content you will find later in the portion of this video will help you in your life to walk in freedom from addiction and other bad ways of thinking. What you're about to learn is going to change you and shock you to the very core. The world needs Jesus, and the world needs Christians to be free in mind and in action. If you want to be free, stop right now and watch this video to the very end. John chapter 8, verse 32, Jesus said, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." When you know the truth you know will cause you to walk in freedom. Many are bound right here in their mind. They're not free. They're bound right here. They look free, they talk free, but their mind is bound. The way they think is in bondage. Your view of Jesus today is limiting your freedom. Your thinking is off, and your mind is trapped. This is what a stronghold is. A dictionary defines a stronghold in a military terminology. It's a strongly fortified town that houses a very large army. But the Bible's definition of stronghold is a mindset that is fortified. It's a mindset that is locked in here. It's a habitual thinking pattern that can dominate a person's mind and influence their actions. These thoughts can be positive or negative. 2 Corinthians 10:4 says the weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have the divine power to demolish strongholds. This is talking about the negative dominant thought patterns. But you are never going to come out of bad thinking until the light bulbs come on. Prayer is not enough. Having somebody pray with you is not enough. Having hands laid on you is not enough. You cannot cast out bad thinking. It is not a demon. It is a stronghold. Your family has strongholds. They have bad, dominant thought patterns that you have deemed to be normal simply because it's what your families have always done. In some families, racism is normal. Prejudice and preferences is normal. In some families, pouting and temper tantrums are normal. Throwing pity parties and silent treatments is normal. Throwing pots at each other, being in debt. The men don't hug their children. No one says, "I love you." Dads leave. Mom is a closet drinker. They only attend church on Christmas and Resurrection Day. They're always moody. They're always grumpy. They're disrespectful to authority. They never plant in a church. Nobody ever has any money. They're always broke. They hop from job to job every 3 months. The in-laws are always up in your business. What your mom says goes instead of listening to your wife. And in dysfunctional, chaotic families that are living in a fortified way of thinking, these types of patterns are normal. There's nothing wrong with this picture, but I want you to know today that is not normal. That's bondage. That's bondage in the way that you think. Generally, it's because people don't know any different. It's the way it's always been done through the years, generations back. That's a stronghold. For as a man thinks, so he becomes. I want to answer a question for you today that's going to project your freedom and quickly advance you into the beginning stages of your deliverance. How are strongholds broken? Someone in a family has to read something different than what they know. They have to hear something different than what they know. They have to see something different than what they've been told all their life. They have to experience something different. They have to come into the knowledge of knowing something different than what they've always known before. At this moment, a light bulb will come on and they will realize that the way that they've been doing it is actually not normal, and the stronghold will begin to be broken. Now, John chapter 10 and verse 10 says this: Jesus told his disciples, "I have come to give you life." Now, I want you to hear this. "And give you life more abundantly." Life as you know it, I believe with all my heart, if you will go on this journey, on this short series with me, life as you know it is about ready to change forever. Can you imagine living an abundant life? Can you imagine not striving any longer but thriving? Can you imagine truly living a life of freedom, filled with hope, filled with joy, filled with purpose? And I want you to know right in this instant, that is the life that Jesus promised to his believers. Now, Here's where it comes down to. The very first step to breaking the power of a stronghold is surrendering your life to Jesus. You see, Jesus came not just for your eternal salvation, but Jesus also came to give you abundant life in the right now. If you are in need of abundant life right now, if you are in need of those strongholds to break, if you are in need of Jesus, before we can go any further in the teaching on breaking strongholds, I have to tell you, you have to meet Jesus. There's a video that's going to pop up on this screen, and I want you to click on that video, because in that video, I'm going to explain just how you can do that. You see, you can't get free until you surrender to the Lordship of Christ. And the reason why is, what would you be getting free to do? Who would you be selling out to for freedom? It's only Jesus that can deliver you. You can never solve spiritual problems with natural solutions, and Jesus is the only one who can solve your spiritual problem. There's a video that's about to pop up on this screen right now, and I want you to click on that video, because I want you to spend an eternity in heaven with Jesus, but I want you to spend a life abundant on this earth with him as well. I want you to take just a few minutes and watch that video, as it's about to change your life. Also, subscribe to this channel, turn your bell on, because next week I'm going to give you part 2 from this teaching on breaking strongholds. I pray until then that you stay victorious in Jesus and stay consecrated to him. Click on that next video. I want to see you there in just a few moments. God bless you.